Yes, sir.
What's up, bro? I'm sorry, man. I'm eating on camera.
I wouldn't expect it any other way. Gotta eat one.
Man, my alarm went off. I had to go off for an hour ago. It went off. I was like, oh, yo, I'll be ready in an hour. And the Lakers came on. I started looking at the Lakers and I was like, and I got hungry. I got hungry like, yo, let me just get something to eat. I was about to forget all about it. I happened to look at my phone like, oh, shit. I had to pick something to eat real quick, man.
So yeah, man, let's just dive right in. So yeah, I just want to talk about your background, athletically, education-wise, career.
Well, excuse me. I mean, athletically, I mean, I always played sports growing up ever since I was a kid. I was in school. I was in sports until like middle school. When after that, high school, you got to be like really good. And I didn't have to drive. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I practiced a little bit more, I might have been able to make the basketball team. But I tried out and I didn't make it. So I went and did show choir. Show choir hands and stuff like that. So
yeah, I did choir too.
Yeah. And plus that's where all the girls were at, so you in there while all the guys were playing basketball, practicing, I'm in there singing and dancing with the girls. So yeah, right. So I did show choir. But I mean, like I always said, I've always been athletic, but never been a true athlete. I was never picked last in any sport. I was mostly, usually picked first or second, or I was that guy. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'll take tech, I'm gonna do what I do. So that's been me athletically. In high school, I ran track. I ran the 400. I was pretty good, but again, I just didn't have the heart of an athlete, right? I didn't have the heart of the athlete because you guys got to like lift weights and like actually run. I was like, I just want to show up. I just showed up,
I just want to show up.
Yeah, I just want to show up and run. So I could have been better. Again, I could have been better than what I was, but it was just something to do to stay, to not go home. I played golf in high school. I played golf like back when it wasn't even cool for black dudes to play golf. I'm from like the 90s, so it wasn't that many Tiger Woods out there, trust me. And it's just funny, I just see all the guys that I went to high school with playing golf now. And I was like, y'all used to talk about me. Remember y'all used to be like, nigga, what is you doing? So they did. All the basketball players, the football players, now they're all on the golf court. And I'm like, I'm actually in the yearbook, the one black dude on the golf team looking like
I'm the pioneer.
Right. So it's like me and like one other dude in Peoria played golf, but I just really did that because I didn't want to play football at all. I'm like, I'm not playing football. That was around the same time. So I ran track, played golf. That was it for athletics. Educationally, I grew up in Peoria, Illinois, so I graduated from high school there. Graduated from high school there. Went to Morris Brown College in Atlanta, Georgia for 2 years. Then I left and started my real world career. So that's pretty much my education. But I come from the school of hard knocks. I'm worldly. I was been educated by the world, educated by life. So I got a lot of street smarts, not a lot of book smarts, but not a lot of street smarts. So my common sense makes up for me lacking a PhD. Yeah.
But that's cool, man. And I hear a lot of similarities even between like me and you because I did, choir in college. I sing too. I sing bass. Obviously, you could hear from the voice.
Right.
I did track in high school. I was kind of like the athlete in high school, but but the basketball team, I wasn't on the basketball team, but I was on every other team that we had. And I was the captain for like 3 of those. But yeah, the 400, I was like, all right. Yeah, 400, that was like my specialty. So yeah, but yeah, so
that 400,
man, that don't play.
Yo, you get at that 300, like at 3, your booty cheeks start tightening up. Like I never knew my butt cheeks could tighten up. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then you so then you got the guys that just go out and do the full sprint the whole time. You know what I mean? It's just like, what are those dudes about? I had like a nice kick at the end, but like then you had like to defend your kick. So you got these guys coming and you gotta like have a full sprint after you just did 300 yards. Just like, what the hell am I doing? Yeah, so it's a monster.
Like what they're doing, and the 400 is such a strategic race. Like you have to really like map out like exactly what you're gonna do, because you could have a good 200, like you're saying, you reach that 300, and then that you coming on the home stretch. Like that's when you gotta kick it up another gear.
To another gear, because some guys that you be sleeping on. You like, dude is like, he's like 5 yards behind me. All of a sudden, you come around that 300, around that curve, and he just like, phew! You like, good Lord! Like, I'm dead. Like, I don't know how he got the energy, because I'm dead. And then, like I said, you got the other guys that just start off just the whole time. It's just like, you know what I mean? And it's like, you got to catch those guys. It's like, okay, I'm going to let you just sprint, bro. But I'm going to give you something about 350. I'm going to come like, I'm going to give you 50 yards of this heat. But if I can't catch you with this heat, then you won, bro. But
that's that.
That's that. I'm good.
Oh man, but yeah, man, I miss running track. Like when I was in primary school, I was actually a national record holder for the 4x4 team. So yeah, that's the only record I have in track though. But yeah, man, who knows where my track career could have even gone, because after I did 7th grade, it kind of went downhill from there. It was like, all right, let's focus on some other things.
Yeah, that's work. I gotta do. That's real work. You gotta like actually work out. You gotta like lift weights, run. Running ain't no joke. That's no joke. Running is not a joke. Ain't. Nah.
So, but I'm sure it definitely comes in handy on the challenge. I'm sure it comes in, because that endurance don't play.
Oh yeah. So if you say, that's one thing I said on the challenge. Now, if you see me, they don't never show me lifting weights. They don't never show me like doing squats. They always show me running. Like my montage, I'm always out there running. I'm like, listen. I might not be able to slam a nigga on his head, but I'm gonna be able to outrun somebody. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can I cuss? Can we cuss on here?
Huh?
Can we cuss?
I mean, I normally don't.
Okay, let's make sure.
A lot of people,
Yeah, that's what I make sure. Yeah. So I was making sure. Yeah, I just had before I start just cussing and stuff. Yeah.
Just but yeah. So you did. Your real world season was Chicago. No. Hawaii.
Right. Very good. Yes.
Hawaii. Yes. Real world Hawaii. That was the season with Ruthie, right?
Yes.
So what was your experience like coming into the house? Like, what were your expectations? Did everything go according to plan, how you thought it was going to be?
Oh, yeah, it did. I didn't have any expectations. The only thing I expected was to have fun. You know, that was it. I just wanted to come in and have fun, enjoy myself, meet some new people, experience some new things. And I did that. You know, I was a young boy. I was 23. I think I turned 24. Like the first week we got there, I turned 24. So we had a party. It was fun. The people were great in Hawaii. My roommates were cool. You know, I was just like wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. I was ready to just take on the world. So again, I didn't have any expectations. I just wanted to have fun. That was it.
Good, man. That's good.
And I keep burping because I'm drinking this Sprite. Excuse me.
The Sprite will do that, though. The Sprite will do that. But so, do you keep up with anybody from that season?
Ruthie lives out here in Los Angeles, and so does Amaya. So I see them a lot, but not too many other people because we all spread out. But like I said, I seen Ruthie this year. I seen Amaya and Ruthie this year within the last 6 months. I think I saw both of them. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, and Ruthie did All Stars 1 with you, right?
Yeah, she did All Stars 1, and then I saw her at Cyrus's birthday party. And then I saw Amaya. Okay. Yeah, I saw Amaya at they did a real world homecoming party for LA, and I saw her there.
Cool. So the time gap between your real world season and reappearing on the challenge, what was the time span with that? How many years? Because I was hearing 10 years, 15 years. What, 20?
Nah, 20. Yeah, 20 years. I did 2000, the challenge 2000 is when I did, and then we did 21. Yeah. So I did the challenge 2000, and then I did the challenge All Stars in 2021. But I was like, we're gonna say 20 years. I mean, it sounds like 21 years, but it's like 20 years. Yeah.
Wow. Either you could be my big brother, Teck, or you could be like
I could probably be your father, right? I could probably be your father. I was like, nah, I'm probably old. Yeah, how old are you? How old are you?
I'm 25. I'll be 26 in February.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah, had I been in Bahamas, I could have been your dad. Yeah. I'm old enough.
Like, hello, Dad. What's up?
Yep.
But okay, so you seem to have this tradition with streaking and jumping in the pool, like every premiere. You did it at All Stars 1, you did it at All Stars 2. Like what's up with that?
See that's from Hawaii. I mean, they know me from the rural Hawaii. They know me from getting naked with Ruthie. I don't know, just I don't know, it's just take money, you know. Like, listen, I still look good. You know what I mean? I like my body. We have a pool. We're eventually going to skinny dip in the pool. I mean, I'm eventually skinny dip in the pool sometime. I mean, whether it's today, tomorrow, you know, so I might as well get it out the way. It's going to happen. And that was the whole thing with Ruthie, was like, we couldn't get into the house. We didn't have any other clothes. So it was like, you know, what else we going to do? But now it's just become like something fun. I have to christen the pool. So, you know, the party doesn't get started till Teck christens the pool, as they say.
You had a lot of admirers. For sure. For sure. One definitely being Ayanna, because she just was like, well, people, that's the real deal now. That's the real thing. That's the real thing. I was like, wow. I have the ox tack, like, you know, what's up with him jumping in the pool all the time? Like, but that's what's up, man. That's what's up. But trust me, you have me cracking up. You're just absolutely funny, man. I love your energy, man.
Thank you.
So, yeah, but I want to talk about the Black Brotherhood, basically, that was displayed on All Stars 2, the Three Kings Alliance. Like, how did that even come about? Like, who came up with the name?
The King's Palace, man. The King's Palace.
King's Palace.
Yes, the King's Palace. The Three Kings. The King's Palace. All good. So, excuse me. The King's Palace came from a conversation that Nehemiah had with one of the people in our room. Like, Nehemiah came up with the name, but I made sure to keep it going. You know what I mean? It was like, so it was so classic. So, you know, Nehemiah's he shit talking, man. He's funny as hell. Nehemiah's funny. That boy is funny. He's quick with these little quicks, right? So one of the challenges coming out, I was like Janae or Ayanna. It was like somebody like that came into the room, you know, and I had the little air pure, the little that spritz out the little air thing, you know, like a little Glade thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Glade, and then the little Glade, but that you plug in, the little plug-in thing, right? The Glade plug-in type of thing, the little mister thing or whatever. Yeah. So we had that, and I think Nehemiah was getting dressed, so he had just sprayed some cologne. So our room was smelling good, right? So they was like, "Oh, it smells good in your room." And Nehemiah was like, "Yeah, baby, you know, that's how it smells in the King's Palace." And I was like, that's hilarious. That's it. The King's Palace. He was like, "Yeah, you know how we do it here." And I was like, "Yeah, you know." And then it just came from that. You know what I mean? It just came from Nehemiah talking shit, and I was like, "Yo, that is hilarious." That is hilarious. The King's Palace. So just, you know, after that, we were like, yo, anytime we refer to our room, we refer to our room as the King's Palace, you know? The King's Palace.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, that's all it came.
So, and you all chose to be in that room together, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so when I came in, we rented a house. I knew the only person I knew I was going to room with was LT, because that was kind of like, me and him were roommates on season 1. Yeah. And we were good. We were a good fit. You know, we were like yin and yang. He was like real intense, and I'm like real calm. We kind of like balanced each other out when we needed to. So I was like, yo, man, I need his intensity. He needs my calmness. You know, we were good. So I was like, yo, bro, just give me your shoes and I'll get you a bed. So if you see me running in the house, I got a pair of shoes in my hand. It's LT shoes. So I run. So I follow Nehemiah in the house. He goes upstairs. I go upstairs. I think it was like Derek was with us or something like that. And then Derek looks in one room, and it's like, excuse me, he looks in the room, and I was like, okay, he's probably gonna get that room. So then he looks in that room. I was like, he's probably getting that room. And I go to the room right down on the end. I open the door, and I go in. Nehemiah follows me. We like, yeah, you know, like this cool. You know what I mean? So he jumps on the bed. I throw I throw LT shoes down on the bed. So that's 3 of us. And then after that, I don't even know what happened because I was just so excited to be in the room. I think I saw her run around the house, and I come back. It was Melinda was in the room, and then Steve was like, "Yo, can I get this bed?" We're like, "Sure." So that's how it all came. It all came kind of just organically. And I think Melinda came in the room because she knew Nehemiah was in the room. So she was like, "Yo, that's my guy. So I'm gonna come and stay with y'all."
Austin connection,
yeah,
real Austin connection. Yeah,
right.
Man, that's so cool, man. Because it's like that's literally a trademark at this point. Like, you know, like that was literally one of the most memorable things I would say in Alliance history ever in the challenge. And then the fact that y'all come up with Save the Palace song, like, come on, man. Like, I just was bumping that all week, man. I was like, hey.
Thank you,
I was
man.
bumping that all week, man. I was like, because I was watching your clip on YouTube, but when you like in the studio showing everybody like the behind the scenes and stuff like that. So I was like, I can appreciate Teck, musicality, you know, his, you know, what he does. Like, I was like,
thank you.
This is the guy. But yeah, man, I respect that. So do you have like any like musical training, any like music theory knowledge or anything like that? Like, where does that come from? Where does your musicality come from?
Just choir. I mean, it goes back. I played piano for maybe a year, like 3rd grade, but that doesn't really count. Like I was like, I could, you know, it was cool when I was playing it, but I didn't want to practice. I wanted to play the drums.
Too.
Yeah, the recorder, right? And the recorder, right? But my mom actually put me in piano lessons. I wanted to play the drums, but I got in trouble, so she didn't let me play the drums, which is a weird punishment. She should have made me play the drums out only. You know what I'm saying? So I got in trouble. She didn't let me play the drums, but she made me play piano. I was like, nah, I don't want to do this. So, but I was in choir, so I can kind of like, you know where notes and kind of read notes and stuff. But it's just about ear, man. It's just about knowing what I want to hear. I DJ, so I'm trying to get my, my DJ Premier, my Dr. Dre on, my Jermaine Dupri. I kind of fit in those type of vibes, those guys that DJ but can still make a banger. So that's what I've been making music for over 20 years. I had a single out, You're Young, but they had this, You're Young, but back in the day they had this show called Uncut on BET. And I used to have a hit called Smoke With Me on Uncut back in the day, and another song called Ass Dance. So I have a little bit of a music background. Like some people would like see me, they'd be like, "Yo, smoke with me." Actually, Wiz Khalifa, here's this. Wiz Khalifa shouted me out. I never talk about this. Wiz Khalifa shouted me out on Twitter, tweeted me. He didn't tweet me, but he tweeted about how he got the beat for the music for the song Kid Frankie from my song Smoke With Me. This was like years ago. He tweeted that. So yeah, it blew my mind too. Yeah. So I've had like a little bit of a music background.
That's good, man. That's good. Like I'm sure everybody who passed through like choir and then music, you got to learn how to play the recorder, man. Like, you can't escape the recorder.
You can.
That was like the most basic instrument there. But yeah, I always wanted to play drums too, and I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to learn like piano because I used to play like, my mom bought me like a little keyboard, stuff like that. So I used to like, mess around here and there. But I bought a guitar. So yeah. So I play dip and dab with that. So yeah,
it's all practice. So, it's all practice, man. You just gotta take time to practice. You gotta do like at least like an hour a day or at least 30 minutes a day of just practice, and it's just about me. Like now I think I could do it because now I could probably like just pull up songs that I want to play on the piano and just like play songs, because now it's different. Like you got YouTube as before you was playing like, I was playing like Big Chief Indian and like just stuff like, just kid stuff. Now, as a kid, you could teach a kid like, I don't know, some Bruno Mars song, and they're like, "Oh, I want to play that now." It's a different type of learning system now.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Definitely right. And definitely technology is definitely advanced since, the past. So it's like you're saying, like YouTube University, basically. So, I'm definitely enrolling in that.
Yes,
so yeah, man.
Am I feeding back? My earphones just died. Can you hear me? Am I double now? Or am I good?
No, I can hear you great.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. I can hear you great.
Cool.
I can hear you great. But yeah, man, I respect musicians. I respect musicianship. I love creative individuals, and I could see that within you. So I respect you, man, Teck. Like I respect you.
And thank you. And for the record, I got to shout my boy Fingers out. I got a great producing partner that I worked with. this dude is amazing. You know what I mean? It's like when I take my idea to him, you know what I mean? And he's so good. You know what I mean? I'm like, I could like take him like the bear. Like I take him the skeleton and he puts all the meat around it and just helps me, you know what I mean? Like bring my ideas to life. So man, big shout out to my man Delic. Fingers on the track. He's a producer, engineer, and he's great. So shout out to him for helping me bring Save the Palace to light.
I'll definitely
life.
Yeah, man, I'll definitely plug him in the comment section in the description box when when we're editing. But yeah, man, it's good when people could catch on to your vision and just take it and just make it pop, make it work. Yeah, like
and it was
man, it's
good
when you
it was seamless. It was literally seamless. Like it was no bump. It was just like da 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 da. It was like we got it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, like
when it comes seamless like that, and it's all I know. And speaking of seamless, making the whole Save the Palace song was seamless. Like it was I don't know if I can tell the story of how it came about, but like it was just so seamless, man. Like everything that happened from us making it to us getting into the studio, everything was just perfect. So it was meant to be. It was a seamless transition for Save the Palace.
That's good, man. And I saw like the amount of fun, like and just energy like you had with it, man. So it was just infectious, and it was good to watch, man. It was good to watch. But yeah, man, definitely Save the Palace is definitely a nice song, and I really like LT's. I like his verse. Really like his verse.
Oh yeah,
but the entire song is very nice.
So secret about that, he wasn't even really supposed to have a verse at first. That's the.
Who's gonna cut my boy out?
Yeah, but so we did a song and we're just like singing at the house and everything, right? And I'm like, yo, man, when everybody else was singing it, and then we had the crew and everybody else like singing it and humming, I'm like, yo, man, I'm putting this down, bro. We putting this down. So we were like, yo, when I get back, when I got my band, blah 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 blah. And then in my mind, I just had wrote it just. I was gonna sing just two verses or whatever, blah blah whatever, and put everybody on the hook. And I knew Nehemiah sung, so I was gonna put him on the end. Like, yo, I knew he was gonna be willing to sing at the end or whatever. But LT, we just like never talked about him actually rapping, right? So I was like, yo, he missed the first session. He was out of town. I was like, yo, man, come get on this hook, man. I gotta get you on this verse. He was like, what hook, man? He's like, nah, man, I got some bars. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I've been working on some bars with my boy. I said, we coming in town, man. I want to put down some bars. I was like, all right, cool. And so he came and put out the bars. And I was like, here it is. So I was like,
all right,
yeah. And it made it because I didn't even want to. And honestly, I didn't even want to do two verses because when I heard it, I was like, shit. When I wrote the first one, I got to still shit. I got to write another verse. I was like, dang. So it just worked out perfectly because I actually didn't want to. I did another verse, didn't like it. Glad LT got on it. It killed.
Yeah. No, man, trust me, especially as writers too, because I actually write as well. But but yeah, so it's like when you have like a fire first verse and then like the second verse is like, it didn't pop like the first one, Yeah. So it's like I don't know if I ever released this,
But... Right. That's how I felt. Because I was in the moment when I wrote the first one. I was like in it. Like I'll have you know what I mean? Like I had some vision. You know what I mean? Like I was like that was really emotion coming out of the first verse. You know what I mean? So the second I felt like I was like gonna have to like start digging. You start have to like it wasn't seamless. The second verse wasn't coming seamless like the first one did. So when I put it down, I was like, all right, I'll just keep it there as a placement, as a holder, whatever. Then they came
just throwing it up on the wall, making sure it stick.
Yeah.
Trust me, we hear Teck. We hear, man. I understand. But
I'm glad LT came through with the high one.
But trust me, we can talk about music all day, every day. Trust me, we got enough time. But yeah, man, definitely like off interview. I definitely want to talk to you some more about like the music and stuff like that.
No problem.
But yeah, man. But in the beginning,
what part of Bahamas you in?
I'm in the capital. So the capital is Nassau, but the island is New Providence. So yeah.
Oh yeah, is Kiddo still on the radio out there?
Kiddo?
DJ Kiddo?
DJ Kiddo. I don't know
okay.
DJ Kiddo.
Okay, never mind. But back to the interview. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Is that a Bahamian DJ?
Yeah. He was the DJ. It was Kiddo, KIDDO, back in the day.
Yeah, I did. Well,
don't even worry about it. Don't go back to you. Cut this part out. Go back to the interview. My bad, man. Don't even worry about it, man. I'll look him up. I just said that he was still on the air out there.
That's the age difference showing, I guess.
It is. Yeah, it is, right?
But it is. But oh man. But okay, so episode, 1 between 1 to 5. They didn't really show you as much as I think they should have. But when things started to heat up, I think like the halfway mark, especially when you guys got to choose your partners. But for one particular performance, I saw like you just was upset. You pissed at your performance. It was the bounce back daily. Right. The bounce back daily. Right. Did you think you thought you had that in the bag? Like explain, why? Like
Daniel, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I got this one. This is me. Cause it was like it was in my wheelhouse, tall. I thought I had you think you do the math and you think you got everything figured out, right? So I could bounce, I could swim, I could do the math. Like I did everything in my mind. I was like, I got this one. What I didn't take into consideration was my weight. So what they didn't show is I had to go do it. So you were supposed to do it 3 times, right?
Yeah.
Three chests hanging down.
Yeah.
So my time was moving through it. Bow, 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 bow. I missed the chest, bro. I missed one of the chests. So the chest was hanging down like this. So I had to go back and do it 4 times instead of 3. So then now I'm panicking. So now when I panic, I get to the math, and instead of just putting them up there, I can do math in my head, no problem. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I'm panicking. I'm mad at myself. I'm upset with myself. I'm get to the math, and then I'm taking extra time doing math, but I should just be able to go bop, bop, bop. You know what I mean? So that's why I was so mad. I was mad because I missed one of the chests and it was hanging, so I had to go back and do it a 4th time. So, I mean, I really wanted to win a daily. I had never won a daily. So I was thinking, my man, I'm like, oh, yo, I can win this one. Like, oh, man, this is it. Like, this is like, if there's any daily I can win, this is it. Like, let's go. So that's why I was upset with myself. They didn't show me. I don't think they showed me going around a 4th time, but that's what happened. I missed the chest. It hung down. I had to go up and get it again. That's why I was so mad.
Then another daily you guys possibly could have won was the one when you guys were on the trucks. I think it was like three trucks. I think Nehemiah and Melinda, they were the only ones that finished that one.
Yeah.
I was rooting for you, man. I was rooting for you all. I'm about to put the tire clip on it.
So then here's what so in this one, God. So I get there, they give us our stuff. I get in the car, they give us our helmets and stuff. You get in the car, you drive me to like the thing. I'm putting my gloves on, and I got 2 left gloves. Like, just like the gloves with the cutout, right? I got 2 left gloves. I'm like, what the? Oh, man. And I couldn't go back, right? So Brad gets off. He got these rubber Aquaman gloves. I don't know what they are, right? I'm like, yo, Brad, can I get your gloves? He's like, yeah. I put these gloves on, and they're not it. They're not it. It's like frog fingers, you know what I mean? So I'm up there, I'm like, oh. So I had to take off my thing. So I losing time, like doing knots. If you see me, I'm like biting the knots with my fingers, you know what I mean? With my teeth and everything, I'm like, this ain't it. So yeah, that was equipment failure on my part. That was me. Just again, you gotta learn to check your equipment. Double checks. This little stuff. It's always little stuff. Take your time, double check your work. Just other little stuff that you've been taught as you grow up that still applies as an adult. No excuses. Just what happened to me. I messed up. You know what I mean? Like I should have, before I got in the car, I should have made sure I had the correct equipment. You know what I mean? So now I'm not wasting. So now I wasted like a precious cool minute on my gloves. That cool minute I would have had my lock open a minute on the truck.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I was like, all right. But even if you didn't win, I was like, all right, they still could be safe. So I was like,
yeah.
We can let that fly.
And that's why I was like, just don't fall off because 2 other people that fell off. So I was like, let me just at least jump on the trailer so that way they won't say I fell off the trailer. So I was like, let me just figure this out. Yeah.
But yeah, so you sent Steve flying back home on Broken Spirits Airline.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How did you feel about Steve wanting to go against you into elimination though? Because he was a part of your alliance, right?
Yeah.
The beginning.
He was part of the King's Palace. You know, it was the three kings, the queen, and the king's hand. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a hand man.
Yeah.
You know? So that was the queen. that was the original King's Palace.
Yeah.
And then how did I feel? I mean, I believe I showed how I felt. You know, I was upset. You know, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to implode. We're not supposed to implode. You know, and it felt like we was about to implode from jump. You know what I mean? So, I was upset because I brought him into the fold and make sure that they didn't, because they wanted to kick Steve out the fold a long time ago. Because he snores, so he was like a snorer. So they were trying to kick him out the fold a long time ago. So I was like, I got him. So I make sure he stayed in the room and everything, and then for him to be like, "Yeah, I don't mind going against Teck." What you mean you don't mind going? You're not supposed to. I'm not supposed to come out your mouth, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it had been me in that position, had it been like, okay, let's say Steve and Tyler's name was up there. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been like, I'm biting the bullet. Tyler, you ready? You ready, T? It is what it is. So
yeah.
Me, though.
But I guess a lot of people aren't cut from the same cloth to just be like, all right, like, I'll stick to my word, these are my guys, I know they have me 100%, stuff like that. But
right.
That's typical challenge behavior. So
right.
It's like, when it happens, it's like, all right, you really have to prepare for the worst, honestly. But yeah, I was kind of pissed when I was watching that because I was like, that's something you just don't do, man, I don't know. But a lot of people, like I said, it's like, some people just ain't built that way. But he got what he deserved. He went home, so it is what it is.
And like I said, me, we got a little street element in our. He didn't know we had a little street element in our room too. You know what I'm saying? That's some like, it's hood politics here. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like a street code, a G code. He wasn't part of the G code. Like, yo, you gotta stick to the G code, man. So. All three of us are planning on sticking to the G code at all times. You know what I mean? Like if we ain't taking none of us out, we're gonna stick to this G code. So he didn't, and he had to go.
And it basically worked out in the end. Two of you guys made it to the finals. So LT didn't win his elimination, obviously against Nehemiah because the house stacked it against them. But that loyalty that you guys had. If granted that those two teams wouldn't have gone against each other, I think all three of you guys would have made the finals. So yeah, loyalty does work out.
Yeah, I do. Trust me, I do too. I was trying to figure out how it could have played out any different if we all three could have made it. But you're right. Had then not going against each other, we definitely all three would have made it to the finals.
Yeah, like you guys just would have kicked everybody else out because you had the numbers in your favor. That's another thing. Once you got the numbers, like that's good. And to have the numbers, you need the loyalty. And like it's simple math. The math don't be mathing, with certain people. But, hey,
the math don't be mathing to some people.
No, yeah, don't be mathing, man. But yeah. So thoughts about Tina quitting in the elimination. What was going through your mind in that? Give me an honest opinion.
Because I wanted to see her, do her thing. She had talked so much shit, you know what I mean? She was, raising so much hell. But hey, you know what? In the end, it saved Melinda. It saved Melly Mel. So long as Melinda was safe, that's all I really cared about, But I did want her to at least try because, she was in there talking shit, but I think she was just upset because the house gang. I don't know where that came from because no one talked to me about it, I guess because I was, being nominated myself, but no one gave me the fact like, yeah, we throwing Tina in. I was like, wow, it was Casey was a cold piece of work. She did her thing. She switched. She even turned LT. She turned Latarian around. Latarian, because our whole thing was anybody who quits, we automatically vote for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, if you quit, it's kind of like automatic. Yeah, like we just gonna say your name because it is what it is. So. Yeah, LT was like, yeah, I'm saying Casey. And then all of a sudden he was like, yeah, Tina. I was like, the hell, damn, she's good.
But there wasn't an elimination, I think, in episode 7 because I think Casey was pregnant. So how did you guys? What were you feeling? What were your thoughts about that?
Oh man,
Were you relieved?
I was very much so relieved when Casey went home for sure. I mean, you know, no one wants to be down in the elimination arena. You know, it's the biggest challenge of them all. You know, you going against the other person, mano a mano, one-on-one. So it's exciting, but it's nerve-wracking. You know, you get a lot of anxiety. It's anxious, but the fact that I didn't have to go in, oh man, I was ecstatic. I was happy. I was like, oh yeah, let's do this. Because you know, that means that I have another chance of winning the $500,000. That means I have another chance of going and making it to the finals. And that was my goal this year.
Yeah.
You know, my goal, I had set small goals, you know, make it past make it past the 3rd week. You know, once I made it past the 3rd week, make it past this week, make it past this week. Okay, let's make it to the finals. Okay, let's win the finals. So I'll set my small goals and just crossing them off and knocking them down.
So episode 6 was the episode, I believe, that you guys had to pick partners. And you and Ayanna ended up together. How did that come about? Like, were you excited that you guys were paired together? And I want you to just describe your relationship with her, you know, in general.
I've told this story several times. Ayanna and I go back to 1999. We were class of 99. She was Road Rules 99. I was Real Road 99. So we've known each other. Yeah. So, you know, we've known each other since then. Really hadn't seen each other since pretty much back then, you know what I mean? But she was the person that I've known the longest that was in the house, you know? So again, I'm always doing the math, you know what I'm saying? So I come in, I do the algebra, I do the calculus, I do the geometry, you know what I'm saying? I add the divide, subtract, you know what I'm saying? I figure out who knows who slept with who's been on the season with who, you know what I'm saying? You got to do all the math. You know?
Your mathing. Your math is mathing.
Yes. So I gotta do my method of my math right, bro. So I'm trying to just figure out who has the alliances with everybody. So when I did the math on day 1 from the first day, I was like, well shit, my partner gonna be Ayanna. I already knew it from day because I was like, okay, that okay, I'm probably gonna be with Ayanna. And then when she went into the elimination arena and did her thing, I was like, well, yeah, I'll take her. Yeah. All the girls are scared because all of them are scared of her. They did not want to see her. You know what I mean? Like, they was like, oh, damn. Like, everybody, nobody wanted to see Ayanna in the elimination arena. That's just period, point blank, you know? So I was like, man, if she could be like that on all the dailies and in the final, man, like I said, I tell people, whoever, I want to run the final with somebody that I can carry a mile or they can carry me a mile. You know, one of the two things. And I feel like she could carry me a mile if she needed to. So I was like, let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, I spoke with her last week and I was kind of telling her that, you know, she has a presence to her, you know, like that fast, like dominant side. But then when Teck Money in the building, like, it's like the calm spirit. It's like a kitty. It's like she just like, yes, Teck, like, okay, Teck, yes, all right, cool. So it's kind of like she explained it as this, as you guys balance her out in terms of like you bring it down from a 10 to like a 3, to like a 3 or a 2. So and I was telling her that especially in the nomination when with the whole solid thing. With the whole solid thing, like you just was sitting there like, and she just was like, I will not say anything.
Right.
I will pass it on to Teck, and you just was like, yeah, good, great, like, don't say nothing. So honestly, it was just cool to just see, like, you know, the dynamic between you two, because she compares it as like a brother sister type of relationship. So it was fun to watch. It definitely was fun to watch.
Oh yeah, it was fun. Because, like, I speak, that's my girl. Like, no one knows, like, I speak her language. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I know. You know what I'm saying? I know. We. You know what I'm saying? Like, She went to Howard. I went to Morris Brown, Black College. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We both true Black people. You know what I'm saying? We are both true Black people. I don't want to say niggas, but we both true Black people. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
No, I feel you 1,000%.
So sometimes you just gotta on some brother and sister. Hey, come here, girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo.
Woo, woo.
Woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta, break it down like that. You know, you gotta talk a whole nother language to her. You know what I'm saying? And we, it might sound like we talking like chipmunk gossip to each other, but we bring it down in some real, code here, some real culture. So I think that's all it is with Ayanna. I'm real with her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come here, sister. You know what I'm saying? Let me holler at you. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? As brothers and sisters in this struggle, let's not struggle so hard. Let's get it together.
Let's get it. Yeah. Oh man, but I just like that real vibe, man, like that you guys had, man. And when Black people get together, we could just be like, hey, like do what you got to do and just keep it pushing, keep it moving.
Right,
so,
right, exactly.
So, man, I respected that.
Thank you. Yeah, I had to bring it down to the Black people level. You know what I'm saying? Like, look.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because. And you just need that, man. You get that like at home feeling, especially when you like, mix with, a lot of dynamics and stuff like that. So for somebody who understand like, where you come from, how you were raised and stuff like that. So you bring it down to that level where you both can see each other.
Exactly. So, and to her and to Ayanna's credit, she wasn't even playing the game, right? She wasn't even playing the game, bro. I didn't teach her how to play the game. Like, yo, you're not playing the game. Like, the game is not to go into the arena and just kick everybody. That's the game she wanted to play. I'm like, no, that's not the game.
No, we don't do that.
We don't do that. The game is to play like Johnny and MJ and D. That's the game, baby girl. You don't know. The arena is not where you don't want to be. She's like, nah, just go. No. Listen, this is how you play the game. This is what's going on. These people are behind you talking about you. You know what I'm saying? She's like, and it like clicked on it. It like clicked on it like midway through, like that she was in the game, like a real game, So to her defense, halfway through the game, she wasn't even playing the game. She was just there ready to kick ass in the arena. I'm like, nah, it's a whole layer. It's layers. Matter of fact, just be quiet. Just be quiet. Cause that's why I told her to be quiet, because she wouldn't understand the layers of the game. I'm like, look.
Yeah, like calm down on that. Yeah, calm down on that.
Because I'm over here working on something that you don't see, but I'm working on something over here, or they might be working on something that don't include us. So if you just be quiet, we can slide out. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you say something, they plan might include kicking us out. So just
like chill.
Yeah.
Like chill. But yeah, man, but you guys did make it to the final, and I was super proud for you guys to see that, especially, keeping the King's Palace, union tight and strong straight to the end. So kudos to making it to the final. So how did you take to Ayanna, quitting the final though, in terms of like giving up? Because she did express, if she had known like MJ and John A, to know that they were on the brink of quitting as well, it would probably put more perspective, in for her. But I want to know your thoughts on that. Were you fine with it, or you wanted her to push a bit more?
Man, of course I want it. Now, here's the thing. When I saw the final, when I saw what they had to do in the final, I'm like, me and Ayanna were the one that, which Ayanna already said. She said, when it comes to the eating, I'm good. I got a steel stomach. And then when it comes to that math joint and those puzzles, me and her together, she got kids that she does homework with every day. She gave me the refresher course on how to do division. She's like outside, inside. But I was like, oh yeah, that's out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, because when I saw the puzzle, as soon as they put the puzzles up, I was like, that's 11. That's you know what I'm saying? I did this. I was like, we would have ate that thing up. So
yeah,
I was more upset after I saw what they had to do. But when I was there, man, it's like, yo, it's all about safety, you know, safety first. So as long as everybody was safe, you know, what can you, I mean, but again, Daniel, I always say this, Daniel, I do the math early. So I did the math on if my partner quit, what would I do? You know what I'm saying? I've already done the math. I've done the math of, so they say you got a partner, like, damn, now it's not on me. Now my partner, you know what I mean? I did that math already. So it wasn't nothing I didn't already take into consideration, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was the final hard to you, in your opinion?
It was hard, but I was having fun. I was on adrenaline. You know what I'm saying? Like that adrenaline is a hell of a drug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my adrenaline was, man, I didn't sleep. I'm the dude. I can't. First of all, I don't know if you saw like when TJ was coming in with the uniforms. And I'm looking like this. I'm like, damn, I just was about to go to sleep. Like I didn't sleep pretty much all night because A, I can't sleep. B, it was just anxious. You know what I'm saying? So I was on that adrenaline. Like I had like a huge shot of adrenaline. So I was like, I'm ready. You know. I wasn't really tired, you know. That adrenaline, man, that adrenaline just have you just so high. And that's what I was just on an adrenaline high. That was it. I was just like ready to do my thing. So no, I wasn't tired at all. I was like, let's go. You know.
But yeah, but I know you probably can't say as much to this, but I was on Twitter, I was on a few other social media platforms, and there seemed to be some controversy around the Johnny MJ, win. So I don't know what happened with that. I don't know if you know anything you could speak on in regards to what might have transpired. But I don't think you guys made it that far though, right? To what they were referring to.
Here's the thing with once Ayanna quit and we were out, then it didn't really matter if MJ or John A finished or whatever because we quit. You know what I'm saying? So after that point, it's just like, okay, so we got 3 teams. Let's go. You know what I mean? The other stuff, when we got to the final about the blocks and all that, I can't speak on that. I don't know about all that, but I have no problem with MJ and John A making it to the final because, I mean, our team quit. You know, so once we quit, then it's just like, well, we have no say, and then they can do whatever they want. Okay, then it's a wrap. I mean, why do they have to finish?
Yeah,
you know, why do they have to finish? I mean, and here's the thing, and they were good because they were broad about the rules. They never said there was going to be a purge. They never told us there was going to be a purge. You know what I'm saying? They never said. They just said finish. This is what you got to do. Finish this. Was like, okay, start. Here's the start of it. The 2 day. This is like I said, it was a 2 day, so we had to overnight, and then they said this. So there was never like, okay, and if you don't finish, you know, one person is going to be purged or one team is going to be purged. It was never like that. It was just like, okay, go start the race. So then once once our team quit, you know, they were like, okay, well, we'll take these 3.
Well, you know, TJ likes to throw, curveballs and stuff like that. But, production likes to keep y'all on y'all toes. So, yeah. But, yeah, so what was your favorite season, though, between All-Stars 1 and All-Stars 2?
I mean,
which one you preferred more?
I stayed longer. I knew what I was doing. And then All-Stars 1, I had a lot going on. I couldn't really even. It was just like I'm here just to show up, and if I get sent home day 1, that's why I volunteered on day 1. Like I can go home tomorrow. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, this is fun. You know. But
yeah,
definitely All-Stars 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy, that you stayed long on All-Stars 2 because again, I was like seeing you on All-Stars 1. I was like, this dude is funny. Like I need this dude on my screen every week. Like you just brought that energy, man, and that vibe, So I was glad that you made it all the way to the end on All-Stars 2. But what did you take away from All-Stars 2? What did you take away from that season?
It's good to have a group. It's good to have a good alliance. Big
life lesson.
Yeah. In life too. Yeah. So you gotta have your alliance together in the game or in life. Winning a daily is very vital in this game. So I want to win more dailies. And I learned that I needed to put on a little bit more weight. I need to put on a couple more pounds. That's what I learned. That was like my biggest takeaway from this is I gotta put on a couple more pounds. You know,
man, keep eating them spaghetti and chicken. You should be good. Man. You should be good.
I'm sorry, but I know. I am. I know. But the thing with me is, it's hard for me to like. It's just hard for me to eat. So whenever I eat, whenever I get hungry, I do eat. But it's like I need to like have a 3 to 4 meal plan a day, and I just cannot. It's just hard for me to eat 3 to 4 meals. Like 1 to 2 meals is good, but that extra 2 meals is just so hard. But I got to figure it out somehow. Yeah.
But trust me, I could eat anytime, any day. Like, let's go. Like, me and food like this. Like this. But yeah, so who were your favorites from All Stars 1 and 2?
I mean, All Stars 2, I mean, of course, the Palace, got my man. Yeah, Latarian, Nehemiah, Melinda, Melly Mel. That's my gang. My girl Ayanna, I still like Ayanna. It's I have no hard feelings against Ayanna, I probably won't partner up with her again, but we good.
And I saw you. You're just joking, man. You're just joking. Yeah, he's just joking, Ayanna. He's joking, Ayanna.
That's my girl. Nah, I know. I know if I see her on the challenge, I know I got one vote for me. You know what I mean?
Oh my. So, meeting you two in person, I love you too, man. I love you guys, man. Like,
thank you.
Y'all do.
Thank you. So season 1, what did I meeting? Season 1, who I enjoyed meeting season 1 was actually like Derek. I just wanted to meet Derek. Okay. I was like, yo, man, Derek K, that's my man. And Sella I liked to Sella because she was in our house, our room mother. She was a room mother, so she took care of she took care of everybody. She tucked me in the Terrier every night with Vicks vapor rub. She put on our forehead and our chest. Like, I go to sleep, so.
That was good when you have like moms in the house, man, because they'll take care of you, man. They'll take care of you.
Yeah. But it was everybody, but season 2, everybody was cool. Like I met MJ, he was cool. We actually so they didn't show it, but like me, MJ, Kahutta, Darrell, even like the other Dereks, we would go play like volleyball. We play volleyball and water volleyball and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we would actually hang out and do stuff. But they just didn't show it. You know what I mean? But like we would actually like bond, because that was my whole thing. I told people like I went away for 20 years and I don't really know these people. So when I come back, I want to make sure I sit down and talk to everybody, even with the girls, like me and Jody, like the late night crew was like me, Jody, Jazz, and Casey. We were like the late night crew. They were up late, so we be outside talking, drinking beers, you know what I'm saying? They be telling me all about their husbands and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'll be talking about nothing, listening to them, you know what I'm saying? That's all. I mostly listen to when the girls talk. I mostly listen, like, yeah, what? Okay, girl. But so I had experience with like pretty much everybody. That's my thing. I try to have experience with everybody.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you. So on All Stars 1, on All Stars 2, you did, a challenge back in the day. But do you watch the current seasons of the challenge on MTV?
No, but no, but I have been seeing them. Like, I guess when after I watch the challenge, like one comes on, I'll like still be watching that one, But my goal is to like before I go back, I said I want to gain some pounds and I want to watch every season, every episode of every season, just so I can know what's going on. Because I see some people, I'll be seeing like, I guess the one that's going on now and was that the one where they were in like it was cold? What were the one over there now when it was cold? It would just happen like the Ukraine
and Iceland.
Iceland. Yeah.
Yeah, that was double agents, I believe.
Yeah, so that just happened not too long ago, right? And they got one that's out now. So I catch a couple glimpses of, some
clips.
Yeah.
But CT is still on it, and he's considered like a veteran, like a real OG.
Yeah. He just won, right?
Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
But I don't know if CT would do I don't know if he'd do an all-star. I think he's pretty like comfortable where he's at now because, for old guy, he's still crushing it and he's still winning, and he's won more in his, older age than in the past because, CT was a hot head and stuff like that. But I don't know. It'd be cool to see him cross over into all-stars. It'd be cool to see him in that dynamic, see how it would flip.
There's a couple of guys that I think that can still do the regular ones, like, of course, like I said, Derek Nehemiah, probably the Tyrion, Derek Nehemiah, Tyrion, yes.
Darrell,
he just did one right. Darrell, Brad,
Yeah, because Brad did. Yeah, the last thing Brad did was, I believe, Final Reckoning. That was season 32.
Yeah,
season 32. So man,
there's some guys.
And Darrell, I think the last one Darrell did was Double Agents.
He Double Agents. Two seasons ago or something like that.
Yeah. So man, the old guy still got it.
Oh yeah.
Got it, man. Got it, man. Got it.
Yes was even talking shit. He's like, I might even do that. I was like, all right, yeah, slow down, bro. I got you. Yeah. Right. You put too much dip. You put too much dip on your chip now. Don't
like, come on.
Dip on your chip, right?
like you're pumping your tires too much now.
Yeah, right. Right.
But how do you think you could stock up against new challenges though?
I could, but I don't. Here's what they ask me. I tell people all the time. I said this before again. On the regular challenge, people have something to prove. On the challenge All Stars, people have something to lose. Meaning,
bang.
You know what I mean?
That's a good quote.
Right. Meaning, I get on the challenge, regular challenge, and they might really, want to take my head off just because I'm taking money or, they got something to prove. Like again. But on the challenge All Stars, people have families, so you might want to hurt like.
Yeah. When you're not willing to do certain things.
Yeah. When I checked Steve, I didn't want to injure him, but I wanted him to understand that it's gonna be physical and this is what's gonna be going on. You know what I mean? I didn't want to like hurt him or like punch him or anything, but I didn't want it to like make an impact. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like the regular challenge, somebody might come at my head with the elbow. You know what I'm saying? Like not hit me with the chest bump, but somebody might come at my head. I'm like, oh shit, now I can't work for I can't act, and now my nose is broke. So I don't want, that's just the only thing about the regular challenge. But if they call me, would I do it? Oh yeah, hell yeah, that money, right? Yeah,
Yeah. Like, hey, okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm still good. Shit, hell yeah.
Yeah, like, all right.
Yeah.
Climb on Kilimanjaro. All right, bad.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, no problem.
Oh, you need me tonight? Fuck tonight? All right, cool. All right. What's that bank account looking good? what that saying?
Right.
Yeah, like what's that saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, that would be dope, man. I think it would be cool to actually have like a regular because what All Stars is doing is definitely what I wanted to see been done on the new seasons of the challenge, like that nostalgia vibe and just like seeing like the old cast members together, and like you said, it's like a more relaxed, like people have things to lose, like nobody's there to like prove a point because you guys already did this 10 years ago, so it's like people know who you are already, and it's like you take it or leave it. But with the new kids, it's like, I gotta do this so I can get a call back the next season and stuff like that. And it's like, that's kind of whack. But I mean, if you want to secure your bag that way, then I ain't knocking nobody hustle. But it's still whack, like how certain people do certain things. But
and I didn't mean to cut you off, but the people nowadays, the younger generation, you guys come up with our television interactions was more organic because we didn't have this social currency that's going on today. So your interactions with your camera interactions aren't as organic because people are always looking for social currency. They're trying to have the most social currency, meaning who can have the biggest viral moments. You know what I'm saying? So as when we did something, when me and Ruthie jumped in the pool naked, we weren't trying to go viral. All we were trying to do was skinny dip in the pool because we ain't never had a pool in our backyard before. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Like this. Like we weren't thinking about how many hearts we was gonna get on this. We was thinking about we ain't never did this before. You know what I mean? So that's more. And so that was the thing about us. Our television or camera interactions were more organic than they are today. Yeah. And I think that's
wasn't calculated.
Yeah, well, thank you. It wasn't calculated. And I think that's kind of like what comes across on television sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you see people kind of like getting angry or want to start something just because they think it's going to get them more social currency.
Yeah. So yeah, man. And I definitely, feel that vibe from like the old school challenges, but nowadays it's like, all right, what can we manufacture? And me and Ayanna kind of spoke about it last week, and it's like when you try to like be malicious and just try to ruin somebody's reputation with lies, and then you're trying to just be like nasty, like that's kind of crossing the line. Like yeah, we doing a TV show, like yeah, you want to get a call back, but dang, like you gotta do all of that. So and then like you say, like social media is really crazy because these fans, who on Twitter, the Bird app, and IG, they just run with these things, and then all type of hate is spewed, and then everybody got cancel culture, and this, that, and the next. So it's like it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. Like so.
It's so funny with us. Like Ayanna, she didn't even know how to work Instagram. She didn't even have an Instagram till.
Yeah, we talk about that.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by like we don't do this for the likes. Half the people in there, like if there was 22 of us, 11 probably didn't have a Instagram. 11 barely knew how to work Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And not just because we're old, just because people got lives. You know what I'm saying? They got like, I don't do this. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't what I do. Yeah. But then they're like, okay, so I'm about to be famous again. So let me start, getting my game up. You know what I'm saying? Let me start getting my game up. Yeah. It was like, oh man, I gotta get Instagram. I was like, yeah, girl. She's like, oh, my kids got somebody working. I was like, you ain't got Instagram? She's like, no. I was like, yeah, you need to get Instagram because you definitely they gonna talk about you. They gonna be tweeting about you.
They gonna tweet about you. But yeah, man, Teck, like it was so fun, like talking to you. I just want to like do like a final like wrap up. Like, do you have like any like ventures that you're involved with? We know you have the song. I know, Save the Palace. You don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna plug that in the description box when we do the video. But yeah, you could let me know anything else that you do. I know you spoke about DJing. Anything. I know you're a multi-talented guy, man. So let the viewers know.
Just I'm everywhere at Teck Holmes, TeckHolmes, Teck Holmes. Right now I have the once a month at the Blind Barber in Culver City. I DJ there. And Save the Palace is out on all platforms, and also we have the Save the Palace t-shirts. Well, give me a week. I think I have to talk to my people. I was supposed to have them February 1st. Hopefully the order will be delivered. But COVID.
Please let me know when you come up with that. Yeah,
the t-shirts are up. I just got to get them in. So I got to Save the Palace t-shirts. So if there's any white listeners out there, you want to support a brother from Black History Month, make sure you buy a Save the Palace t-shirt. Save my bank account. Other than that, I'm just Teck Holmes everywhere. Save the Palace. That's all.
That's good, man. But yeah, man, Teck, it was such a pleasure speaking with you and talking to you. Like, I just feel as if we could talk for hours, but whenever we can, we can hit each other up. I can hit you up, and the IG, message, just check on you, see how you're doing and stuff like that. Continue to support you and, everything that you're doing and stuff like that, man. So to everybody that's watching, thank you for watching. I want everybody to remember to stay safe, stay sanitized, and stay sane. All right, Teck, good night.
Wear your rubbers. Base.